So in question 4, we have these 2 points A and B. They ask you to find the coordinates of the midpoint. That's the line segments joining the A and B. So you can see from here, we want the midpoints in it. So A is here, B is here. If we're joining these 2 points, then we can have a straight line AB is in it. And midpoint is the middle point of them, so that's going to be here. So this is the midpoint. The midpoint formula is going to be the midpoint formula, which is going to be using x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So now we can say that's the midpoint coordinates, which is equal to 8 plus 2 divided by 2, 2 minus 6 divided by 2, which is giving you 10 over 2 giving you 5, 2 minus 6 giving you negative 4, so negative 2 here. So that's going to be the midpoint. So that's for part A. And for part B, we find the equations of the perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector means the straight line which is passed through the midpoint of AB and perpendicular to AB as well. So that's going to be our perpendicular bisector. So we draw a straight line which is perpendicular. So let's say this perpendicular bisector is L. So let the perpendicular bisector be L, which is y equal to mx plus c, because that is a straight line equation. Then we can write it as y equal to mx plus c, isn't it? So now we have the ml times mab giving you negative 1 because they are perpendicular. So we don't know the m of L, but we can find the mab, isn't it? So the mab can use in y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So that's going to be 2 minus negative 6 divided by 8 minus 2. Then they times together giving you negative 1. So ml times 8 over 6 giving you negative 1. So ml is going to equal to negative 6 over 8. Simplify to get negative 3 over 4. So the m is now, we get it. And now we can say that because this straight line L, the perpendicular bisector, is going to be passing through this midpoint, isn't it? So we can substitute because the L passes through the midpoint, which is 5, negative 2. So that we can substitute the 5, negative 2 into y equal to mx plus c. So the m is negative 3 over 4, x plus c. So now I have negative 2 equal to negative 3 over 4 times 5 plus c. Then we have the c is equal to negative 2 plus 3 over 4 times 5, giving you 7 over 4. Then we can say that's the L should be y equal to negative 3 over 4x plus 7 over 4. The main concept is just if we have the L is passes through a particular point, you can just substitute that point into your original equation with the unknown c, and then solve for the c, then you can get the final equation.